Oh my goodness. All right. Hello. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Driving with Randy. How's it going? My name is Road Rage Randy, and you are listening to the Driving with Randy podcast. It's a podcast that takes place right here in my 2007 Toyota Sienna. I don't have a whole lot lined up today as far as what we're going to be discussing, but I do have some stuff lined up today. And not a whole lot, but I have a little bit. Today is actually that's right, ladies and gentlemen, my last day of work. I am going on to vacation, and I'm excited. I'm really excited. I haven't had a vacation since last July, and it's currently February. So I'm really looking forward to these days off. I got big things planned. I'm with my girlfriend for 2 of those days. The US Bank Stadium here in Minnesota, they open up for inline skating and running during the winter if they don't have anything going on. So Monday, I bought my ticket for Monday. So that means I get to go skate around the stadium. I'm a little nervous because my skates, I feel like the wheels are a little too hard. I did message someone. She said the wheels should be fine. It's not as slippery as you'd think. And I've been there. I went to the US Bank Stadium for the X Games, but I also don't recall how slippery it was, and I wasn't looking at it from an inline skating perspective. So we'll see what happens. It was $8 plus a $2 bag check, and I thought, you know what? It's my vacation. I'm going to go on an adventure. So my plan is to take the train, the light rail. I'm gonna park at the Mall of America, and I'm gonna take it downtown to the US Bank Stadium. I don't use public transit, but I figured because on next Thursday, I'm gonna have a podcast pre-recorded for you guys, so you guys don't have to worry about that. There will be a podcast on the Friday that I am gone, but I'm leaving for Atlanta. And something I'm going to do down there is also go on an adventure. I'm going to take the light rail system there. Why? Because an Uber from the airport to the person's house I'm staying at costs like $46. I could split that and it could be $23. Or what I'm doing is I'm actually meeting up with somebody down there. We're going to take the light rail together. I believe it costs like $2. That's a pretty freaking good deal. $2 to get me to the other side of the city. So it's going to take me so I'm going from ATL to a town called Doraville. I'm going to be taking the gold line. Yellow, gold. Some of the pictures even look orange, but it's gold, I believe. I believe they call it the gold line. So I'm going to hop on that gold line. I'm going to take it. It's supposed to be like a 44-minute train ride. I'm kind of excited. I don't like public transportation in the sense that sketchy people hang out on public transportation. But I'm excited because I love trains. It's a new city. And it's an opportunity to meet some new people too. So I'm pretty excited. And then the Uber from that train station to where I need to get to is approximately $15. So $7.50 split between me and him. We each saved like what, roughly $12 to $14 probably. That's a good deal for me, I'd say. I'm really looking forward to my time down there. I fully plan on recording a podcast from the airport. I might record one from MSP, which is Minneapolis's airport, international, to ATL, and then I'll record one at ATL I think. I'd like to. Just walking around and talking, that's kind of my thing. So to do it from an airport, from a different city, or from a different state, is something I want to do. I've only ever recorded podcasts in Minnesota and Wisconsin. So that's two. I'd like to, spread that range. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start. We're gonna get Atlanta on that, which is surprising because it's not even like a border state. It's not even like Iowa or the Dakotas. It's just fucking Atlanta. I'm excited. The one gripe I have with MSP is the plane tickets are always really expensive, and if they're not expensive, they're just stupid times. Like, I leave at 6:23 a.m. to get there at 9. I believe I land at 9:53, and here's my problem. All right, I'm flying out on a Thursday, and the person I live with, she's coming out, or that I'm going to be staying with, she's coming out to the airport around 2 p.m. So I'm going to be there very early, which I have no problem waiting around. But wouldn't it be nice to just get a later flight? There's 3 other later flights. But when I was booking my tickets, those flights also cost an extra $200 fucking dollars. You think I'm going to pay $460 for a flight when I can get one for $220? I don't remember what I paid. I want to say I paid $230. $230? Maybe. And it's Thursday to Sunday. My expense for this trip are going to be very cheap. I'm staying with someone. I just have to buy food, my airfare. I don't have to pay for a hotel. It's nice. It really is. So I'm very excited to go down there. We're going to have a full review. We might have some guests because there's going to be a lot of my friends down there. It might not be driving. It might be like a special edition at the Waffle House, at the... I don't remember the other restaurants we ate at last year, but there's a lot of options out there. So I'm excited, and I hope you guys are excited for that. So I mean, that's what you kind of got in store as far as what's coming up. I was thinking about actually skipping a podcast this week. At some point, I have to skip a podcast, one podcast, and I will be directly lined up to where episode 100 lands on my 1-year anniversary. That's the plan. I believe I have to skip a single episode, just one episode. That's all I have to skip. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We're not skipping this week, as you can clearly tell, because this is going up Friday. I know when I first started this podcast, one of my big topics was this Atlanta trip. I drove a Mercedes down there, and it's pretty much round 2. But this time I'm going to have the podcast already started, so I'm going to be motivated to record down there. Back then it was just kind of in the pre-phases. I was working on artwork and stuff, and here we are a year later, looking well. So I do have one story for you guys. I'm probably gonna prolong this intro to the story because I want my beverage. I am going to go get a smoothie, a frappe. I'm getting a frappe. It's $1 off today, Thursdays. Gas station, Thursdays, $1 off. That's right. I'm not pre-recording these anymore. Like, this podcast will be live in approximately 9 hours. That's pretty cool. I'm ahead of the game. I'm keeping with the current events. Instead of releasing something and then it's like, shit, I recorded that 4 months ago. Nah, we're in the game here. We're recording it as the week goes. I love it. Anyways, the story I have to talk about is one of my adventures to Cub Foods. Cub Foods is the local grocery store. I witnessed something there that I feel like I shouldn't have witnessed. Never If there was good people in this world, not this guy that I'm going to be speaking about, it was weird. It was disgusting. It was just strange. The last 2 podcasts have been about other people. We had that old guy try and get in my Arby's thing. See, things happen when you get out of the house. Last year, when I was just starting to get out of the house, I kind of realized, why is there a fucking shoe in the middle? That's a nice shoe. I should go grab that shoe. The problem is when there's a shoe in the middle of an intersection, there's never like everybody stopped at all times. Because it's green lights, red lights. Not everyone's red all the time. I mean, I'd like it to be that way so I could go grab that one shoe. I mean, that was a nice shoe. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, when you get out of the house, get experiences in, life's good. I've been watching Bald and Bankrupt on YouTube. He travels so much. I love it. He goes to like Belarus, all these Russian cities. I love it. I want to be that man. Not necessarily bald or bankrupt for that matter, but traveling, being a traveling man. That would be a joyful time. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to grab my smoothie and then I will talk to you. The car wash is backed up. Holy cow. They are double pissed. Double. They got 2 car washes and they're side by side right now. Backed up. I don't need a car wash. I look good the way it is. I will, however, be right back after I get my smoothie of sorts. Well, so unfortunately here, they didn't have... Oh, I had to break that one open. Unfortunately, they didn't have the smoothies. Like, oh, it's frustrating when they don't have the... I could go to the other one. I have time, but... Or I can just complain about it on my podcast. Carrot cake. You guys know my addiction. Carrot cake. Alright, let's get driving. Lady, if you don't... actually, I was going to say, lady, never, I'm just going to avoid that kind of a comment. Gonna get the fans ripping on me for fat shaming or something. Anyways, so the smoothie machine didn't have the smoothie I wanted. Actually, there was 2 options that I wanted. And didn't have either. So, I bought a Monster instead. Which is not good. Not good, ladies and gentlemen. There's been addicted to them energy drinks. Anyway, instead of just like eating in your ear, I should probably talk to you guys about something of substance. And I'll start off with my gas station experience. Although they didn't have the flavors I wanted, look at that. Look at that beauty. They didn't have the flavors I wanted, but they did have very nice customer service. The guy was joking with me. He even gave me 2 cents so that I could get 2 quarters back instead of, 48 cents. What a great guy. He asked where I worked. He asked what I do. He told me to portion off my carrot cake. I'm like, no, fuck you. I mean, bold carrot cakes, boy. You don't tell me how to live. I don't know. Are you telling me to portion it off like I'm fat or something? No, not me. Not Road Rage Randy. Road Rage Randy. Oh, what the fuck are you doing? You are going. That guy's going like probably 90 miles an hour and switching lanes. Just stay in the fucking fast lane. You're going to be passing everybody. Why the fuck would you move over to my lane? It makes zero sense. My God. And he's moving over again. He gone. Anyways, the friendliness there was off the charts. Everyone was extremely nice, as always. They're always friendly there. I never have a bad experience as far as that goes. They just don't have the flavors I like sometimes. And in all honesty, I probably could speak up and say something, but I don't. I just don't. Anywho, let's get on with some real topic of conversation here. We're going to be discussing my trip to Cub. So I was at Cub the other day. I was just looking for a quick snack before work. And what did I run into? I was kind of just roaming around. I didn't have a real reasoning for being there as far as, hey, I need this, this, and this. Let's go hunt it down. I was just kind of, let's see what catches the eye today, kind of a thing. And if some catches my eye, hey, mwah, beautiful, and we'll be good. We'll be all good. So I was roaming around, and I don't know, for some reason this guy he looked very suspicious. He just looked like he was looking around to get in trouble. Older guy, I'll describe the guy. White male, maybe 6'3", 6'3", packing a little fat on him. Kind of scruffy beard. He looked like his name would be like Ryan or something. Yeah, probably a Ryan. He looked very much like a Ryan, if you can picture that. But anywho, so we'll call him Ryan. So Ryan was at the Cub. The way to describe it is they have a hot food bar, and they actually have a pick your own bar. So you pay by the weight. It's just like fried chicken, potato wedges. They have some other things in there as well. But Ryan here, he was scoping out these chicken wings, and he's like, nah, I could use a fucking chicken wing. He kind of gave the whole look around, see what's going on, see if anybody was looking, and that's where I caught him. I was just like, he was looking around. I knew something was about to go down. So you know what Ryan does? Ryan goes, reaches his arm out, pow! Stole a chicken wing. Just one chicken wing, and then starts walking. He's got it in his coat sleeve, like his sleeve went longer, so he's got the wing. And then he kind of walks away. He kind of starts walking. Then he reaches his hand up to his mouth, takes a bite of it, right? And he stole the chicken wing, and I'm watching this whole thing. So he sits there and he kind of just gnaws like he's gnawing on his hand. You're not eating your hand, dude. You clearly stole a chicken wing. I can tell, at least. I don't know who else saw it. He clearly didn't picture me as a threat or didn't see me looking. I think I'm kind of a threat. I think people are afraid of me sometimes. Nah, probably not. But anywho, let's stay on top. What the fuck are you doing? You're on your phone and you almost sideswiped me. And it's clear it's happened before because they're missing half their windshield. God. People are just out to hit me today. I'm driving like a good person. Let's carry on. Try not to get hit. So Ryan finishes his chicken wing, right? Well, what's he gonna do with the bone? He's got a bone. What's Ryan gonna do with the bone? He's out of options. There's no trash cans inside of a grocery store because it'd be too easy to steal things. So what's he gonna do? Well, he starts off, He put the chicken bone in his pocket. So, solution, he's just going to throw the chicken bones out later, or he's going to hang his coat up for the winter and come back in 2 months and like, what the fuck's, there's a chicken wing in there. He'll think something like a rat died in there, and that's the decayed bone. Oh, that would be god awful to come back to when you take your coat out in the next year. Anywho, let's just continue rambling on about things. So then Ryan, his hands are all grimy, right? He just stole a chicken wing, and he was palming the chicken wing. It was full, 5 fingers deep on that chicken. You know, normally you eat a chicken wing, you use like, I don't know, maybe 3 fingers per hand max. You're not 5 fingering it, right? No, he had all 5 fingers on that chicken wing. So his whole hand is all grimy. He was probably like, here comes the state patrol. We got to, the state patrol is literally right next to me. We have to act like we're going the speed limit, and, he passed. Good. State trooper since 1989. Good. Don't see any others. Perfect. All right, let's continue talking. So, Ryan, it's taken me 5 minutes just to discuss Ryan's fingers. So, this Ryan, who we're referring to as Ryan, his hands are all grimy. He disposed of the chicken bone, but what's he going to do with his hand? Is he going to wipe it on his jacket? Is he going to wipe it on his pants? No, Ryan comes up with this great idea. You know those bags that you use to put, like, you know, you grab a couple apples, you put them in a bag. You grab a cucumber or some pepper or two, you put it in a bag, right? Yeah. Those bags. So he grabs one of them. You think Ryan's going to be, you know, he's going to grab some apples? We're in the meat section at this point. You think there's apples to grab? No. I was just thinking, why do they have those bags in the meat section? But I actually think it's for putting hamburger in. You think he's going to put hamburger in it? No. Why? Because he doesn't want to touch the hamburger with his grimy hands. So he grabs one of those bags, he wipes his hands on it, right? I imagine it didn't do well. I mean, you wipe yourself on plastic, you think that's going to do well? No. Well, now he has this bag to dispose of. Is he going to put that in his pocket with the chicken bone? No, why would he do that? So he goes and he throws the bag inside of the hams. Like, there's all the hams sitting there minding their own business, and this Ryan guy's like, oh, we should make the chicken hang out with the dead pig. So here, throws the wrapper in there, and I'm just looking at him like, what is this guy doing? I didn't confront him. I didn't tell anybody, but I figured it'd be good entertainment for the podcast. Like, what's he doing? He can't afford a chicken. Listen, the hot bar is $6.99 per pound. You think one chicken wing is gonna break the bank? No, it would probably cost you not even $1. Not even $1. 50 cents to go actually buy a chicken wing. But your dumbass has to go steal one and then find a way of disposing of it. It's just, Ryan, people like you are just making the world a rough place. Don't steal. You just stole from Cub Foods. Are they going to miss that 50 cents? Probably not. But it's the concept. You're a bad person if you steal like that. So don't do that. You know, if we were like Tosh.0, we could give him a web redemption where he comes on. Maybe times are tough right now. Maybe he didn't get his paycheck, and maybe he came back today or something. This was a couple days. Maybe he came back today when he got paid, and he's like, okay, I stole that chicken wing. I'm gonna buy one chicken wing, but I'm gonna pay for 2 this time. Plus interest. You should be paying interest. Cub wants that money. Why do cars not know how to fucking drive? It's like the sun comes out, it's 34 degrees out, and everyone just doesn't know how to drive. I've seen like 4 incidents. I've almost been involved in 2. It's like, come on, just chill, relax, have a good time. Anyways, I think that's really all I got in regards to Ryan. While I feel like maybe what I saw wasn't what I think I saw, but that's just hard to make up. You can't make up a story like that. You think I can randomly make up a story about how this random guy I saw stole something and then specifically wiped his hand on something and threw it into a specific container? No, I'm not that creative. If I was that creative, you'd have better podcasts by now. I mean, if I was a little more creative, you'd think like, I don't know, what is this, 89, episode 89? You'd think by episode 89 there'd be a little more creativity flowing through these podcasts. Nope, there's not. It's still, exactly like day one, except, I don't know, I don't edit the podcast. I guess I edited episode 1 because it was that shitty and I just, but now I embrace the ums and embrace the thinking. Because at the end of the day, you guys have to know I'm your average. That guy didn't use his blinker. I swear. I don't know if it's just that time of day. Now he used his blinker. I don't know if it's that time of day, if it's just I'm running into these shitty drivers, or if I just think people are driving terrible right now. But oh, I gotta sneeze. Well, I don't anymore, but you catch my drift. I did have to sneeze. I mean, yeah, it's like the podcasts haven't gotten too much better, but it's a work in progress. Maybe by episode 1,000, I'll kind of, what I am kind of waiting on is I feel like one episode is going to blow up, and then it's going to give me a good idea of what people are looking for. My travel ones I feel like are going to be very good. I know when I have guests on, like, views increase. So I know you guys want guests. It makes it a little more better than me just rambling on back and forth, but I'm not that popular. I don't have that many people wanting to come on the show and be guests. We'll work on it. We will go ahead and call that I'm trying to move over, and then I'm going to outro this podcast. But, people, now he's going 20 miles an hour back there because, well, it's too late. I can't move over. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys very much for tuning into this podcast. Make sure you stay tuned because the podcasts are going to be coming out. There's going to be some travel podcasts coming through from different states. I'm going to try this guy next to me, bro. God, just irritated today, I guess. And then he moves over to where I want to go in the end. It's like, whatever. Anyways, stay tuned. We're going to have some travel podcasts. I want to try and record a little bit while I'm on the trains because that is different. I kind of want to go walk around the airport for a little bit, record. I don't know if I'll be in the mood at 6 a.m., but we'll see. I want to thank you guys very, very much for tuning in. It's always a pleasure having you. Make sure you go and head on over to my iTunes if you're listening on iTunes and drop a review. If you're on Stitcher, go drop a review. I don't think you can on Google. I don't think you can on Anchor. Go ahead, follow me on Twitter at Thoughts by Randy. And then you can follow me on Reddit r/Driving with Randy. And that's all I got for you guys today. Go rate my podcast. Tell a friend. Tell a friend that you... I want you guys to all text somebody today and tell them to have a good day. If you haven't spoken to them in, who knows how long. If you haven't spoken to them in a week, if you haven't spoken to them in 2 years, but they cross your mind when I bring up this statement, go text them, give them a call, tell them to have a great day, because I wish you all will have a great day as well. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Peace.